In today's equity index futures markets, let's take a look at the S&P 500 futures as they're realizing further downside today. We're seeing them down now 5 out of the last 6 trading sessions, reversing yesterday's up move to trade down to new contract lows intraday. Currently right around the 3670 level, so down over 3% on the session. And we look at some of the driving factors today. I think a lot has to do with the narrative surrounding central bank activity here the last couple of days. The Fed yesterday increased interest rates by 75 basis points or 0.75%, in line with what the expectations were the last couple of days leading up to the announcement, although bigger than what was just anticipated a week ago. So the Fed felt the need to step up their tightening measures, and so that was one of the, I think, reasons why we're realizing this volatility and the reaction to the markets now that it's had a day to process that announcement. Couple that with the overnight central bank activity from a global perspective. Bank of England increasing interest rates by 1/4 point or 25 basis points. Now the market, I think, was possibly thinking that it could be 50 because the Bank of England had done that in a previous announcement. But nonetheless, I think it's the 5th consecutive hike for the Bank of England this year. So they continue to increase interest rates there. And when you look at the other surprise move probably that maybe had more of an impact on the market, the Swiss bank increased interest rates by 50 basis points. And that was not necessarily anticipated. So I think that storyline, coupled with the tightening from other central banks, and is the driving factor here as to why we're seeing repricing of equity markets, and that's putting downside pressure once again on the major equity index futures markets. Now, looking at today's price action, we did see the Dow futures down about 2.5%, the S&P futures down about a little over 3%. NASDAQ futures down around 4%, and the Russell futures down about 4.5% today. So again, significant selling pressure across the board. And also when you look at the S&P, the September options contracts on the S&P futures, we are seeing an increase in volume on the puts, particularly today. Now, to be expected when you see down moves like we've experienced here recently. But certainly today, when you look at the activity in the options, we're seeing September options trading very actively on the put side in today's price action.